What is up, you guys? This is going to be part 2 of how I manifested my twin flame day, whatever the fuck this is titled, bitch. Okay, period. But what I left off saying before my phone died was the fact that niggas be thinking you crazy when you spiritual. Niggas think you're crazy when you are spiritual, sis. Like, if you are spiritual, I'm not telling you to keep your spirituality a secret from nobody. But at the same time, it's kind of like just when you dating niggas and you're spiritual, niggas automatically think like you finna do some shit to them, like you gonna hex them, or like I don't fucking know what the fuck they be thinking, but it's kind of like if you have problems like while you dating a nigga and he feel like you doing some weird shit to him, I would just tell him like, nigga, don't you think if I could do spells and be a motherfucking witch that I would have a nigga already and I wouldn't be having to do no fucking spell work on your ass? Like, don't you fucking think that? Like, hello, like, wouldn't I have more for myself? Like, wouldn't I, like, you know, like, it's kind of like, I don't understand. Well, I can understand how niggas could think it could be weird. But at the same time, it's very fucking hard to date when you are spiritual. A lot of niggas are intimidated by spiritual women because a lot of spiritual women are learning who they are. Like, they know who they are. They know what they want. And like with me, I tell people right away, like, you know, I'm spiritual, I'm manifesting a husband, I'm manifesting a child. You know, if that's not something that you're looking forward to, if that's not something that you want, maybe we shouldn't date, because I'm not dating to just date. Like, I'm dating for the long haul type shit. And I made that very clear. Like, when I was dating the best friend, I had told him as well, like, this is what I'm manifesting. But I didn't stick to what I was manifesting. Like, I allowed myself to have sex with him before we were married. I allowed myself to it's a squirrel out there. I allowed myself to be vulnerable with him. I allowed myself to kind of like be a girlfriend without having the title of being a girlfriend. So it's kind of like I was teaching him that I was okay with what our situation was. And I learned from him that now that this time that I'm dating somebody else, I'm going to make sure I don't do that. So it's kind of like every single different person that you date is supposed to teach you something. Like, they're supposed to like help you with something or show you a reflection of yourself. And I know that when I was dating Ira or whatever, like the best friend, I just like, I felt like he didn't love himself. Like, I felt like he didn't know what he want. I felt like, you know, I felt all these things about him. And now that I look back, it's kind of like maybe like I attracted that. Like, maybe I attracted that because I didn't have confidence in myself. Like, the guy that I'm dating now, I'm so attracted to him that like a couple months ago, I would not have had the confidence to be like, oh, I can bag him. Like, I can make him, because usually with like super attractive men, it'd be like, well, he's gonna be a player, he's too fine to want to settle down, like he's not gonna settle down. I used to think like that, and now like after dating Ira, I'm just kind of like, you know, I saw that he was insecure about shit like that. Like, he felt like he didn't deserve me, like he felt like I was too good for him type shit. So he wouldn't commit to me until it was too late. And now this nigga hitting me up like, oh, I want to try to work on what we could be. And it's just like, well, it's too fucking late. Like, it's too fucking late. Like, I know my self-worth. I know that I'm worthy of more than just you wanting to date me because you see me with somebody else. Like, you know, at some point, dating people kind of really does teach you about yourself and about your own self-worth, because I feel like when I was dating him, I didn't know how worthy I was of love. Like, you know, I just wanted it. I didn't even know what I want. I kept saying that I wanted to manifest a husband, but I didn't know what that looked like. I didn't know what the type of husband that I even wanted, how he would treat me. Like, if you were to say, what do you want in a husband? I would have just been like, shit, nice, protective, loves Kamaya. And now, like, I have a whole list of, like, I need him to have his own personal goals. I need him to be a man who is trustworthy. You know, I need him to be very family oriented. I need him to tap into his emotions. I need him to know who he is. I need a God-fearing man. Like, I need somebody who knows who God is. I want somebody who understands the value of a woman, who understands that, you know, a woman can lift a man up, and, you know, that a family is cohesive in like their roles. It's kind of like, I want somebody who understands that marriage is a partnership and that we balance each other out and that we both are here to serve each other. You know, like, I didn't see that before. Like, I didn't, when I was dating Ira, it was kind of just like, I thought that I liked him because we were best friends. Like, I thought that just because you have a connection with somebody, it does not mean that they are marriage material. And after we stopped dating, when I was like getting over him, if y'all didn't see the video about him telling me he didn't love me, which fucking he shot himself in the foot because now he like, I love you, bitch. What? But yeah, so it's kind of like when I was going through my healing process of getting over him, I was really just like what did you like about him, like what, like why did you, like I had to, I real life asked myself and wrote it down, like what made you attracted to him. And my answer was, he was there. He was there. Like we had grew a connection because we were friends, we were soulmates, like we did have a soul tie with each other, like we did have history with each other, we were close. But for me, closeness meant we had to be together, and that wasn't truth. Like, being like manifesting a husband doesn't just mean being able to be close to somebody. It means being able to be vulnerable with somebody. And every time I did try to be vulnerable with him, he would not be vulnerable with me. And I feel like it's a two-way street. And if you can't be vulnerable with me, that means you don't trust me. If you don't trust me, that means you don't love me. If you don't love me, that means you couldn't see yourself being with me. That means maybe, I should love myself a little bit more and attract someone who wants the same things as I do, you know? Um, and with this new guy that I'm dating, I made sure the first day that we hung out, I let him know, like, yeah, I'm manifesting a dog, I'm manifesting a baby, and I'm manifesting a husband. And like he didn't, like when we first started talking, like I told him that I wanted him to give me a reason to want to be around. And he was like, well, I don't rush into relationships, so can we be friends first? And to me, I'm like, I never fucking said that I wanted to be with you. And I texted him like, you haven't given me a reason to think that far into a relationship yet. And I would not have said that a couple months ago. Like I would not have had enough self-worth to be like, I don't even want a relationship with you. But now I know that like I can be patient. Like now I used to be very possessive of Ira. Like I wanted him to be mine now, just to say like he was mine and he wasn't dating anybody else. But now with this new guy that I'm dating, like I'm so okay with us taking it slow. Like I just want to get to know him for a couple months and enjoy him, and like give myself time to pick up on the red flags if there are any. Like I want to give myself time. Like I think it's so important for us women to understand that like time is real. Like I know we say that like time is the illusion, but like getting to know somebody and taking the time to like see what they want out of life, it's important. And like I feel like you can fall in love with somebody in 2 weeks if y'all spend enough time together. I genuinely believe that. I believe you can spend time with somebody in one night and fall in love. Like already I see him light in love. Every single night I pray over him. Every single night I pray for him. And we've only been talking for a week, and I still just make sure that I ask God to go to him